Sometimes it's better to just take your loss and move on, but it's easier said than done. And today I'm going to talk about it in this video. Hi there, my name is Bruce. I've been doing SEO, digital marketing, and affiliate marketing since 2015. I've been through ups and downs and all arounds, and that's why I make these videos to try and help people who are interested in affiliate marketing and digital marketing and getting more traffic to their business and offers. Okay, so it's easier said than done just taking your loss and moving on. And an example of this that I have is a few years ago when things were starting to take off for me in affiliate marketing. I had bought this domain. I think it was called eximbankindia.com, I believe, .com. And it was a former Export-Import Bank of India website. They, exports and imports to India. Something to do with a bank. And I thought it was a relatively good domain. Had a bunch of strong links to it. I was building a website on it in the financial space. And I was talking about it was a blog about finance, investments, savings, stuff like that. And I spent maybe $2,000 on the domain itself, and then say another $1,000, $1,200 or something building it out to that point. And this is before AI, so I was paying for each article and stuff. It was like $80, $100 a page, something like that. Page, article, whatever. And so I had this website for maybe 2 months or something like that. I hadn't had it that long. And it was just starting to get traffic. It was just trending up into the right direction. I was pretty stoked on it. I put a bunch of effort into it. And back then it was a little bit harder for me to get up websites. I couldn't get them up quite as fast as I can today. But anyway, and it's hard to find these type of domains. I mean, it was some type of bank domain. And I was pretty proud of it, but also I thought I was going to make some pretty good money with it. And then I got this, it's like a cease and desist letter from, I can't remember, I think it came from the hosting company. Not the registrar, but the hosting company. And it was like a trademark office or something like that. Some really official thing telling the hosting company that I was committing fraud with the domain and I was misleading people in an attempt to defraud them. And the hosting company reached out to me, and I've been doing business with this hosting company. I still do business with this hosting company. And I've been doing business with them for years, just fine. And they reached out to me saying that they had got this legal notice or something. And I was like, oh, there's just a misunderstanding. And I explained to them, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not trying to defraud anything. I was like, here, it's a blog. I was like, look, and I showed them the website. I showed them my informational posts. I'm like, there's nothing, I'm not even trying, they accused me of perpetrating as a bank to try and get people's information. I was like, I don't want anybody's information. And I showed them that I'm not collecting I wasn't doing what they said or what I was being accused of. And it turns out, so I sent them this, it was like a video like this where, except I did a screen share as well. So I'm showing them everything on the website. I'm like, I'm not being a fraud here. I'm not perpetrating, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm not acting like I'm some financial institution getting people's information and trying to defraud people. So they got the video. I don't know if they watched it. I think they did, but they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You still either have to take it down or we're going to take it down. The hosting company would remove the website totally offline. And so I was like, what the heck? And so I reached out to my buddy and my mentor, Greg Morrison, And I told him what was going on. We're doing a video call, and he looks at me and he's like, "Yeah, just get rid of the domain." And like just deadpan, like no emotion, no like, "Oh, that sucks." He's like, "Yeah, just get rid of the domain and move on." And I was like, I mean, that's it. Like, I didn't want to get rid of the domain, and I was not happy that I was being accused of something I wasn't doing. So I was like not quick to take my L. I was not quick to take this loss, but there was nothing I could have done to avoid it. And so eventually they just took the website offline because I was like, I'm not, I tried to get as many leads out of the thing as I could, which it wasn't even, it had just started producing a few leads for me. So eventually the hosting company removed it offline at the behest of like India or the country or something. I could have gone and put it up at another hosting company, but like they just would have, you can, through Whois information, you can see who's hosting the website. It's not hard. So it would have been just like whack-a-mole, and it would have been a total waste of my time. So the benefit is I should have just, as soon as I got it and looked at the situation and knew, especially after that explainer video I sent them that did nothing, that, there's no way I'm going to win this. That I'm going to get screwed out of this no matter what. Instead of wasting all that time, because I wasted probably another month on this thing. Because like I had put like a month or two of work into it, a couple $1,000s, and like a lot of effort. And but then like that extra month of me screwing around trying to be like, hey, I'm not actually like this bad person that you say I am. That was just totally wasted time and energy and effort. And so if I had just gotten rid of it, like it's like what Greg said, and just moved on, well, I would have had that month where I could have looked for a new domain. I could have built another website. I could have just, but I was like emotionally attached to it, because like I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't trying to defraud anyone, but just life isn't fair, and like I was getting screwed, and I just didn't want to accept it because I'm stubborn. So, how does this help you? Maybe learn from me. Like when you're in a situation like that, sometimes you just need to take that loss and move on. It's way easier said than done, and it helped me later on when some companies tried to sue me because I was showing up better than they were. Like they didn't like it, and I realized not to fight them, just take down the freaking articles that talk about the company. So that the companies trying to sue me came later. So I did learn something from the Export-Import Bank thing. Like they weren't trying to sue me. They were just like accusing me of trying to defraud people. So maybe just, I don't know. I hope you found this helpful. Like if you find yourself in a situation where this might probably not marketing related, maybe it is business related. But if you find yourself in a situation where like you have to take a loss, like, examine it first, make sure that, okay, I'm getting screwed here, and just take that loss and move on. Because once you realize you have to take that loss and then you keep trying to put it off, like this extra time is wasted and probably going to like negatively impact you. If you can just leave your feelings at the door, which I can't do, it's very hard to do. But if you can and then just move on, you're going to be way better off. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did find this helpful, I'd appreciate a like. A share would be great. And if you have any questions about this or any other digital marketing, SEO, affiliate marketing, leave them in the comments and I will answer you. All right. See you in the next video.